Hi, happy Sunday, everyone.
It's not the Sabbath.
Oh, can't come back to hear
Okay.
it.
No.
That's why it's in the ear.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Sunday.
How's everybody doing today? Go ahead and quiet.
Yeah.
But we haven't had yeah.
It's kind of hard to rest when you have children and
Responsibilities.
responsibility. It's just one of those things where life,
Oh, yeah.
what do you do? What do you do? How was your week?
The week was good. Always. Never always.
That's a blessing.
Um, and then I have not this much time.
Right?
And Sabbath, you know, to rest and to
Mm, right,
really trying to
right. Well,
really,
it was good. It went by fast.
yeah, we do something last week with this.
Yeah.
Mm,
Here we are again the whole week. But you know
oh
what? I
yeah,
thank God for it. It couldn't be everyone.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
mm,
And one thing I have been enjoying this week, I have been enjoying my coffee and devotion, my 10-minute coffee and devotion. I have been enjoying that greatly. It really has been helping me. I'm hoping that it's helping other people as they listen to the conversation on every platform, every audio platform. Today.
yeah, yeah. I've been enjoying listening to it. You know,
Mm.
to do it with my other devotion. So it's okay.
Our volume is going in and out. What about now? Is it better?
Just let us know if you can hear us. So we can,
Right.
we're having to do technical.
Yeah, a little bit, but not too bad. Oh, she said, a little better?
Mm,
I can make it all the way better. Yeah.
yeah, because it's already freaking almost the middle.
It's good now, Crystal? Thank you.
It's almost the middle. It's really tough.
Better?
It's like someone in blankets gonna be Christmas again.
Not yet. Don't say that.
The way it's going is gonna feel like that. You're gonna
Yeah.
look up and it's gonna be Christmas. And now
Yeah.
the sun sets early, so you don't realize it when the sun in the UK when it starts getting real
Still in and out.
um
She said.
early.
Mm-hmm.
When it starts getting real
Real late?
late.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna make the days go long. It's still living pretty fast.
Could be the internet connection.
What when you using?
Um, I'm on like super the 5G one.
Oh, that's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And then if I do that, it'll cut out. She said, still in. Oh,
Let's let's take a break and get this sorted and we'll be right back in 2 minutes. We're gonna come back live in 2 minutes, okay? They went off.
All right. I'm sorry. We back again, guys. I had it on mute.
Uh,
Uh, okay. So we back. We had to take a little quick break.
yeah, we were technical difficulty with all the bad weather we've had in the UK these last couple of days, rain
Oh man, she
and
said she still can't hear us.
oh, that's weird. Oh, I don't know what to do. Is it on 5G? So it should work.
Yeah. Internet connection is just.
The weather's been really bad
Yeah.
these last couple of days, so it affects us
You can hear us.
sometimes.
That's good.
Yeah, it affects us sometimes when the weather's bad. We've had a lot of
You
rain.
can hear us now, Crystal.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we've had a lot
Okay.
of rain and hail and winds and everything. And when that happens, it really does affect the
The
internet.
internet. Yeah. That's awful. She said we're good now.
Okay, cool. Maybe I have to catch.
Yeah, it probably just took took a minute for our internet to pick up the way it should.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
normally works pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
It better. We pay good money for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's
my
what I'm
goodness,
saying. Shoot.
we
Yeah,
better.
I had to convince them to put 2 routers in the house.
Well, we needed it.
Yeah, we
We
did.
needed it for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
For us to be able to do this podcast and to do the things that we're doing, we definitely needed to have that extra
Oh yeah.
you know, in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, I'm just glad everybody's had a good. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. Like I say, restful and quiet.
Right.
And you said you had a good week.
I did. I
Okay.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
children had a little issues with the children this week, but
Yeah, but you know what? Anytime you got kids, you have issues. You get what I'm saying?
oh yeah.
Hey, Simone.
Hey, Simone
How are you?
and Crystal.
Yeah, and Crystal.
Yeah, we didn't say hi to Crystal. She's the one telling us she
I
can't
know
hear us.
Crystal.
Shame on you.
Thank you, Crystal. But yeah, it's just when you got children, you're always gonna have something going on. It's never gonna be you know what it is. It is what it is when you got children.
It is always that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Um,
Supposed to been had a guest today.
yeah, but we can't seem to get a hold of him.
We can't get a hold of our guest. Oh, so we're gonna see, can we pop this off and do a little something?
We do apologize for that. We had everything
Hi,
set up.
Crystal. It's Loretta. Could you tell Loretta we waited on her? We've been trying to call her and reach her, and she's not here. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
See, she had people that was coming on because
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I
I'm
don't know
not
if she thought the time difference. I mean, there is a time
right.
difference. I did remind her,
Please,
but
Crystal, I really appreciate that.
yeah.
And tell her to check her email because the email is what's going to bring her into this live from us. See? Glad we said something.
Oh yeah. Thank you for telling us that, Crystal. Nice of you to join us.
Oh man. So yeah.
Yeah, so like we was talking about, well actually let's pray.
Okay.
And then we'll go into the show and wherever God leads, God leads.
That's right.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for bringing us to another Sunday through the different time zones. We ask that God that you'll be with this podcast, help that we can have a good time talking back and forth, and that we can just enjoy each other's company tonight, and that the week coming up will be a great week, and that everything we need done and everything you have promised for us will be given to us if we just ask. For this I pray in your holy name. Amen.
Amen. But yeah, I'm so excited about this interview. Like,
Yeah, you've been reading the book and everything.
Yeah, I've been trying to,
listening to the music.
I love the music.
Yeah,
I love the music that Loretta has.
Yeah.
And I just the other song, I think it was Star is Born. I really like that one. I like both, but I think Star is Born really resonate to me.
Yeah, I like The Star is Born.
Yeah.
The other one I like too, But I've always said, I don't know, maybe because I grew up in a lot of reggae parties.
Right.
I like reggae and I
Mm-hmm.
like the beat and I like the rhythms. Is it rhythms? I think it's called
Rhythms.
rhythms, right? I like those, but like I don't know. It's like now I'm kind of tuned out of that. But I like. I've always been a beat person, so when there's
Right.
a nice beat to the song, I can listen to the song, the words, but then also listen to the music,
Right.
and that's what for me. That's what captures me for a song is the beat.
Right. Well, you
Um,
got to have the beat.
yeah, except
Yeah.
for actually for when you sing, because you don't really sing. Well, you do have songs that have beats in it and stuff. So
Right.
yeah.
But for me, it's the lyrics because a song is telling a story.
Yeah,
So when you're able to listen to the words and you can connect with the song with the person that's also singing it, is it's great.
that's true. That's true.
It's really great.
That's true. That's the object of the song is for you to connect with the song.
Yeah, definitely.
If you can connect, then they got you.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, well, we can go into this. We can talk about upbringing of children,
All right. Let's see how
um,
that flows.
school systems,
Right.
the difference. I think we talked about this before a little bit, but
Right.
like I said, we're just gonna wing it and talk about it, whatever comes on our heart.
Right.
So, do you have anything in particular that you had?
This, when I find our children going to school here now in the UK is totally different than what we've been used to in the Bermuda and in the US. So talking to the teachers and the counselors and all of that stuff, their mindset is just so different than what we used to. You know what I mean? The way we think and the way we may think about things. And especially if our children is doing something in school and we have to go up there and talk to them, it's like they saying something to us and I'm like, really? It's not, I don't find that that's a big deal the way that they, you know what I'm saying, the way they may say something is going on with the child or whatever's going on with that. What do you think?
Like I tried to explain to you before, um, the UK is a different culture in the sense of I've said this before. Like the US is right hand and the UK is left hand.
Mm-hmm.
They're very overprotective. Not saying the US is not,
Right.
but here in the UK they are very overprotective of the children, which is good.
Right.
But I think sometimes the teachers are so overprotective, or they have to go by so many different rules that may
Right.
be set up by the government
Mm-hmm.
that common sense does not come into play.
Right.
So, like, let's say the child, like, we could talk. We had our youngest. Um, she has a little bit of a temper problem, which I had when I was little.
Right.
She has a little bit of a when she can't do something when it's not perfect to her, she will get very frustrated easily.
I just think she's learning how to
I know
control her
that,
emotions.
right? But like,
Right.
no, there's nothing wrong with what she's doing to her. Don't
Right.
you get very defensive. Look at you, already getting defensive. Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Like I said, like case in point, we was playing snakes and ladders, and then she was losing. She started to get irritated,
Right.
and then just that quick, she won, and then she was happy.
Yeah.
She can't sometimes make
Handle
the
rejection.
difference. No,
Yeah.
handle the difference of it's okay to lose sometimes.
Right.
She's very competitive, so she
Mm-hmm.
always wants to win. That's first off.
Right.
But in the sense of school, if her handwriting is a little off, she gets frustrated. She wants to rip it up. But at the same token, like we try to explain to the teachers, like she's very smart. She knows how far she can push them
Right.
because she sees now the rules and the regulations.
Right.
Part of the problem was that the teachers were not punishing her, and what I mean by they have a system called the step system.
Right.
So it's 1 through 5.
Mm-hmm.
For everything you do, you get put on steps. And for some strange reason, they were not putting her on the steps. I don't know why. I know she's a good kid and they like her. And they they didn't really want to put her, so they wasn't putting her.
On the
But
step when she
right, but because
misbehaved.
they
Yeah.
wasn't putting her on the steps, there was no repercussions or punishment for the things that she was doing.
Right.
They was putting it on us.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were saying, "Oh, you can't whoop them." So we're like, "Okay, well, we can't whoop our child like we normally do. So now you want us to talk and do timeout, which we do too. But sometimes in life, a child need, spare the rod because the child needs it."
Right.
So it was weird because during the meeting, they were just like, oh, you said, you said it. They was like, oh, so it's okay if we put her on step, and we was like, why have, like, yeah, put
Like,
her
why
on
haven't
step.
you done
Like,
it?
yeah, because she was like, oh, you're gonna put me on step this time, and we're like, yeah. So it's like, now that she has the threat of being put on step, which the worst I think they do is put you in a different classroom, where she does not do well with other kids, in the sense of she's very structured. She likes to be around the same people.
Right.
I think that may have finally made her realize, okay, I need to be better, in the sense, because she was like laying down chairs, throwing, not even throwing chairs. I want to say throwing chairs. She was pushing chairs down.
Mm-hmm.
She threw a pencil across the room, stuff like that.
Right.
And I'm like, if she did that, you should already have put her on step and then let us know, and we'd be fine with that. But for some reason, they just was not. I don't know why they was not doing it. And like I said, the Tar, maybe it's because they like her. When teachers like some kids, they give them a little bit more rope than the ones that don't cause trouble. So when they do cause a little bit of trouble, they kind of be like, oh, you know,
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
let's get um oh, I see that. Ready to hear from Larrita? Yeah, we're ready to hear from her too. I'm sorry, we're talking only because we're trying to pass time until we can get a hold of her.
Right.
I've been trying to get a hold of her, and I can't seem to. She's kind of missing in action at the moment, unfortunately.
Right.
So we do apologize. Let's put that disclaimer that we do apologize. We're having a little technical difficulties, but we was waiting for her to, and we're waiting still. So we're just talking. So I just don't understand why. And like I said at the time, I think they have a tendency to be more lenient towards her.
Right.
But that time of leniency has come up. She has finally run out of that time. So now
Yeah.
we
I
told
think
him put
it definitely ran its
we
course.
yeah we told him put her on step, because that I don't know. It's just different here.
Right.
Um, it's predominantly Caucasian, or white,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and their way of thinking, and Asian, and their way of well, Asian, not in the Asian of like Filipinos. The Asians here are considered like Muslims and Pakistanians, and um what other ones? I can't even think of the other
Thanks,
names.
Crystal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they it's predominantly that, and they just have a different aspect of doing things here. So like I said at the top, we can't think of it as being like the US. We have to kind of conform a little bit to the UK, unfortunately.
Right.
So the way we was brought up is not the way we can bring them up here. We have to change our rhythm a little bit, our rules a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
get a different tack. Sometimes you have to play their game, do what they ask, just so they could be satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
And even though we know nothing's wrong, so we do that, and then we could say, okay, well, we did it. See, nothing's wrong.
Right.
And then this thing, because when something's wrong, they just trying to find a reason for something to be wrong, when it could be just that your child is just being a child,
Yeah.
and it's just playing the game. Some children play that game. Some children know how to work the system and get
Mm-hmm.
that thing going. So I know that's what Kai does, because that girl's a smart girl, and she knows. Like you said, the second before this incident, she had an incident, and she got so frustrated with the teacher. She said, "Like, just put me on step." She was like, "Just put me on step. I know you're gonna put me on step anyway, so just
So
put me on
just do
step.
it.
Just do it."
Mm-hmm.
So she knows, and they, for some reason, they don't recognize that. They still like oblivious to that. They're like, "Oh," and I'm like, "She's telling you that she knows what you're doing, but
Right.
But anyway, I don't know what to tell you.
Right. Sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, I just need to take her back down south for a quick second.
You cannot
And
take it back down south. Why?
then
Because you want to try to.
uh,
You're not taking it back down south like that. What's wrong with you? I can't believe you said that. People are gonna be sending the cops to our house now because we're talking about taking her down
That's
south.
true, Crystal.
What did she say?
She said, however, we keep our morals and life skills that were taught from our parents and elders.
Oh, definitely. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna take away what I was taught and teach my kids. What I just mean is, by the sense of, we have to kind of teach them both ways. So we have to kind of update ourselves. It's kind of like rebooting ourselves a little bit to do things a little bit different, but put our little touch of America or a touch of ourselves, Bermudian in my
Definitely.
case, in
Right.
there. Like the way I was brought up as a Bermudian, even though I was brought up in the States, I was brought up Bermudian. My mother still taught me the Bermuda values: to be kind, to be courteous, to always love everybody,
Right.
to be polite, to always
Mhm.
say thank you, say no thank you, yes
Mhm.
sir, no sir.
Mhm.
And then when she got married to my father, he was from Alabama, from the deep south, so it was definitely no sir, yes sir, or else your teeth was gonna be over on the ground over there somewhere. So
Right. I can't even say no to my mama now, okay? And I'm up in age now. So it's like if I say yes to her now, she like, "Yes."
what
I'm
you like?
like,
I really like what you like 40?
"No, I'm not 40.
You're not 40?
No,
You sure?
I'm still in my early 30s."
Don't make me.
You hater.
The devil is a liar because you are not in your early 30s, but you're not in your 40s yet.
Oh, anyway.
You foolish. I'm about to be near 50.
Oh, it's a blessing though, isn't it?
Yeah. In what? About 3 weeks? I'll
Mm,
be 48.
yeah,
Yeah, 48. Who would have thought I made it to 48? Thank God.
yeah.
Only God, because
You sometimes don't, you sitting down in your younger years and you're like, oh, am I going to make it to this point? Am I going to even see, this age? And wow, thank you, Crystal.
oh, thank you, Crystal.
You're so
Thank you, thank
sweet.
you.
You're so sweet. We need to have you on here. Let me send you an email.
Yeah, throw somebody just like have a random person and
I
shoot the
know, right?
breeze.
Come on.
Crystal, are you in Bermuda? Obviously, you're in Bermuda. So,
Yeah.
yeah, obviously. So,
Age is just a number. You're definitely correct about that.
oh yeah, they just
Definitely.
yeah. I tell people and they look at me like I'm crazy. It's like you are not gonna be 48. I'm like, yeah. They think I'm like 30. One person turned they was like 35. I was like, oh bless you. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Crystal said that we can have her on here.
Put on. I mean, we need to have somebody to talk to.
That's right. Okay, Crystal, you know what? Just put your email right there and I'll send your email real quick. Like seriously.
Yeah, seriously, because we're doing this on a fly today because we didn't plan not to have anybody. So we
Yeah.
didn't really like we just learned. See, doing the podcast, you learn different things doing podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
and what you learn is you need to have a plan B in case plan A goes down south.
Well,
Things happen,
our
and
plan
not
B
even
is happening pretty good, don't you
yeah,
think?
yeah.
Okay, so let me send her email. You keep talking, Pedro.
Yeah. So like I was saying, you got to have a plan B because oh my goodness, you never know what's gonna happen.
No, you
But
don't.
I'm just glad. I mean, in all honesty, I'm glad that the children have gotten to be able to get different coaches in their lives. They've gotten the black version, they've gotten the white version, they've gotten the UK, they've been in America, they even got the Bermuda version.
Yep.
So they understand different aspects. So that's always been good for us that they can learn different aspects and stuff of life. So we've been blessed that we've been able to move and different places, go to different countries. I still like to travel some.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe go to like I kind of want to always on the. I really want to go to Trinidad more than Jamaica.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
You know what? I wouldn't mind
I would
visiting
yeah like
Trinidad.
Trinidad. Maybe go to like yeah even like Paris or Greece, something like that. Go somewhere different. You know, people will say
Right.
you're gonna go back to Bermuda. I'm like, yeah, but I've been there. I knew it was there.
I love Bermuda. I
I
miss
know
the
it's not that.
beaches
I want to go back
and
to
all of
Bermuda,
that.
but I'm just saying, like, we've been there. I want to go somewhere different. Like, I don't want to go somewhere where I've been. I'll go back after I've been somewhere else, but I want to go somewhere else first before we go back
Right.
to Bermuda.
Crystal, I sent you an email, so it should be in like soon. But
Yeah.
yeah. But right.
Just click it and you'll pop up.
You'll pop up on the feed, yeah.
Yeah.
But I really do miss, I was just looking at a friend of mine on WhatsApp's had some pictures up, of the beach and how they be at the beach and stuff. And I was like, oh, I would just love to have a little sun, a little sand. You get what I'm saying?
I don't like the beach.
I do. I don't even. At this point, I just want to put my feet in the
See,
water.
I grew up on I grew up on the other side of Bermuda. I grew up on the rocks. I like the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I can go swimming. My homestead is right My homestead is right by St. John's A&E,
Mm.
and it was rocky there. Now, I think after the last hurricane, they fixed it up. But
Yeah.
somebody say St. Kitts. Yeah, St. Kitts is nice.
Yeah. Have I
Yeah.
ever been there?
No, you never been to St. Kitts.
Oh, okay, that's why.
But yeah, I'm a rock person. If I go swimming, I want off the rocks because I don't need sand everywhere. I told you, I said it before. You go to the beach, you come off the beach, and it's like you got sand. Like 2 days later, you're finding sand in places you didn't even know you had. Even though you were taking like 2-3 showers already, you still find sand. It's like the sand just sticks to you.
Right.
So I never did like the beach, but I'll take the kids because they love it.
Right.
You know, and they want to play in the sand. Woohoo! But
anyway. I just miss being able to just go to the beach whenever you. I mean, you could be like living right next to the beach, and then you just walk over to the thing. It ain't like that now. It's just like you walking into rain and clouds and everything else is.
Which makes you a little depressed.
Oh, there she goes.
All right.
And everything else. Hi.
Hey, I can't believe it. I've never done this before. Wow. Hi. So you, I can't believe it. I've never done this before. Wow. Actually, okay.
Do you have on more than one device?
Yeah, let's close off some. Okay, cool.
Do you have on more than one device?
Let's see.
Do you have on more than one device?
I'm closing them now. Let me turn off my cell phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, turn off your phone. Yeah, whatever other device you may be using, turn off that one.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever other device you may be using, turn off that one.
I turned off the phone.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Oh.
She turned off herself. Maybe she'll come back.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
could be that, when you have on. Oh, you had to take your inner ears off.
Yeah, it was loud. Inner ears is definitely inner ears.
Hi, Nicola's on here. Oh, here she's back.
Hi, Nicola.
Inner
ears is definitely inner ears.
Hi, Nicola's on here.
Yes,
oh, she's back.
That's my brother Nick. We're all connected. We're all connected.
Okay.
Hi, Nicola's on here. Yes, she's back. That's my brother.
It's still a bit of a.
It's a bit of an echo.
I don't know why that is.
On your laptop or your phone.
Yes, she's back.
It's still a bit of a.
On your laptop or your phone.
Yeah. Can you hear us now?
See if you can. No, you muted her.
I had to because it was
loud.
loud.
No. See if you can. Yeah, no, we muted you. We're just trying to see if we can get it to.
I had to.
No,
see if you can. Yeah, no, we muted you. It's your phone.
I got it down.
See if you can. Yeah, no, we muted you. For some reason, we're getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. Oh, Crystal. I think we Miss Crystal, I'm sorry.
Evangelist.
Evangelist. Yes, that's right. Forgot about that, Pete.
For some reason,
Evangelist. What about now? Can you hear us clearly?
I'm still hearing feedback even when we talk.
Yeah.
For some reason, Evangelist.
What about now? Can you hear us clearly?
I'm still hearing feedback even when we talk.
Yeah.
Those days.
Well, let me say this real briefly.
Okay.
Those days.
Broadcasting runs in my family. Auntie now from Junior Club. Marlene B. Landy. They all worked at Bermuda Broadcasting. And
right.
Oh.
And my aunt LaFaye, she was one of the receptionists here.
Oh, okay. Well, you all have an idea what this all about, podcasting and everything.
And it's so good to see your vote.
Well, you all have an idea what this all about. You hearing us?
And real. I mean, you're down to yes. Have an idea what this all about.
I'm so sorry. We may have to end this early because the feedback is.
That's fine.
We got to have you back on next time.
Yes, we need to have you on next time. We need to.
Keep it
We
on
got
for
your email. We
next
can email you
too.
and get
I
you straight.
love the
Practice
smart
run.
between both of you,
Mm-hmm.
and I love the way how you just flow. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Crystal.
Go back out and watch you live.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. We're definitely gonna have you back on again though, and we get that straight.
Great.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Oh man,
I don't know what that was about. In the sense of the, not her. I mean the sense of the.
the feedback. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's just like it just totally did something of its own.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I find when the last time we had someone on, um yeah, it's just one of those things. It is what it is.
Yeah. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what else to say about that because just like wow.
I know one thing. I'm gonna make sure I give Miss Loretta a call after this after this podcast is
It's
over.
all right. I'm not even. Anything's happen.
Yeah.
And we don't know the situation, so I'm not even mad about it or any upset
Definitely
about it.
technology is something else.
Because it's all technology, and we should get ourselves more. We just didn't think we was gonna need a plan B or a C, but in the future we definitely will.
But you live and my dad I used to always say you live and you just keep you'll learn different things. So there's definitely a learning moment in it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm thinking about it. Yesterday, I do a talk show called Talking Point with Pastor Ray A. Patrick. It's on Facebook. Pastor Ray A. Patrick.
Right.
And we talked about the NHS, and we talked about the fact that they're going to be firing folks because they won't get the vaccine.
Wow, people gonna be losing their jobs because they don't want to get vaccinated.
People's already left. People's already retired or resigned because of the fear of losing their job. And I think it actually just passed, but then they did a U-turn. They calling it the U-turn, but like I was saying, I don't believe that is. I think they're gonna still find a way. Because even in the news clippings of the U-turn, they were talking about, we still get vaccine, and I mean, I'm fully vaccinated. I've been vaccinated twice with the booster. You've had all three or two? I can't remember.
I think I know. I had 2 plus a booster.
So all three.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did say all 3.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, like, pay attention now. You're not paying attention.
I know. You know what? I'm thinking while you're talking. Go ahead.
That's a dangerous thing, isn't it? Yeah. And for people that don't want to get the vaccine, I totally understand. I don't begrudge them or say that they shouldn't get it, or they should get it. I mean, it's your personal choice to get it or not for whatever reason it could be. If you believe that there should be more
study behind
it, if they believe just in God in the sense of that, don't put something into my temple. Some people say that, or just that they just don't believe in it, which is fine. But I just think that the government treats the NHS workers here particularly like garbage. They just treat them like the back of the bottom of the barrel. We're just like we just scrape us off the bottom of the barrel.
But what you think about, are they making it mandatory for people to you can't even travel if you don't have, if you're not vaccinated?
The thing about it is that I just read a report today that says that Boris is actually, that's the prime minister. He's actually going to quit putting out figures on the deaths because now they wanted to live with the virus, which we've already been doing.
But did it even make a difference to put numbers out there? I mean, it didn't.
I guess until how many people's passed, how many people have it, they're going to stop doing that. But if they're doing all of that, and they said, I think in January 27th, they said that you don't have to wear a mask when you go into the store anymore. So if they're doing all of that, why are they pushing? Why are they trying to bully the NHS into make everybody get the vaccine? Because it's actually some people
control.
Yeah, it's some people that didn't have the vaccine, haven't even caught the virus, that working in the NHS, and people that one lady had it twice, had the vaccine, both shots, and she got it twice.
Wow.
So what's the end game? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to understand.
Right.
And to me, I'm just like, man, like That's just really. I used to work for the NHS, and I loved working there. But just like any big corporation, the politics sometimes is just too much.
Wow.
Where you just can't. I just couldn't deal with it. So I still do bank shifts. I haven't done the bank shift in a while. Bank
Right.
shift, for those that don't know, is part time, meaning you a shift. It's like put in a bank, put in a system, and you pick it, and then you do it. So I still am able to do bank shifts. I just haven't had the time to because I've been so busy with my new job. But God has blessed me to get this job now, so I don't have to worry about that. And I think I know you've been happy because you really did not, especially when the pandemic was, when the virus was first coming out, and I just have to go to the hospital. You never liked that. You used to be fearful every time I stepped out the door. When I came back in, usually like, take off your clothes, wash them,
I
go
think
take a
when it
bath.
first happened, I think, setting into the reality of a virus that can be, deadly. And at that time to people was like, wow, this is really happening. So, you had to take all these different precautions. And, people at one time was washing their groceries the minute they bring them in. You know what I mean? So, you was
Well,
going
true.
through or sending their groceries out in the sun
Listen,
so they can get the
if
germs off of it. I mean, I'm just
they
saying.
was listening to Trump, they was drinking bleach.
I hope not.
There were some people doing that
Oh my
because they
goodness.
said that it was killing the virus, or whatever silly, whatever they thought that was the case. But
Yeah.
But yeah, they was watching. Yeah, I remember those days. I think you did that a couple of times.
I think I never set the groceries out in the sun, but I
Yes,
did.
you did.
No, I did.
Yes, you did.
I remember.
Yes, you did.
Pincho,
I'll
when
right
did
here
you
in the
can't have
front.
that much sun? But I'm saying
Excuse me.
when we
You
did have sun,
You put them out in the sun one time. I remember you put them out in the sun. I remember that. Yes, you did. You did. I forgot about that too. As you said that. Yes, you did. You washed them and you put them out in the sun. Should just take a hose and just, and then.
But at that time, it's just like it was scary. So it's still a bit scary now. I mean, I guess people are still dying from the virus and everything.
Oh
But
yeah. I mean, yeah, and
but
that's
we
the
just
sad
not
part.
hearing about it as much. You know what
Well,
I'm
that's
saying?
what I'm saying. That's what he's going to do. He's going to stop work. He's going to stop announcing.
Right.
Because like every day they used to put, yes, it does, shows the power of media. Yeah,
Yeah,
they used
definitely,
to put,
Nicholas.
They used to put the figures up every day, like 20,000.
They
10,
did have people spread out groceries.
Yeah, they did with bleach and water. They sure did. It was funny.
That shows you, like, some people put so much trust into the media to the fact that it makes you go crazy. I get to the point where I don't watch the news. I don't watch anything unless it's just some of emergency, and then I say, oh, that's going on. They're just like the girl that just died. The
Miss America.
The Miss America, yeah.
Right.
A lot of people think somebody pushed her, but honestly, I just think she had some mental issues. She talked about it. She talked about how she dealt with her,
I don't even know
mental
nothing
health.
about it because I don't watch the news.
No, I'm just saying. I just I was
What
talking
happened?
about it to a friend.
What happened?
Apparently, she was dealing with some mental issues, and one night she jumped off a building.
Oh wow!
And killed herself. She fell to her death.
Oh. Wow.
And
then she was a beautiful woman. I saw a picture of her.
She was beautiful, but sometimes it don't matter how
You're much
beautiful
than her, though.
Oh, anyway, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. I'm gonna go. You need to buy me one of them little.
I gotta make sure I say that.
Whatever. I know you got to throw that in there. but sadly, she she killed herself, and you never know what people are dealing with. That's the hardest thing. It doesn't matter. And she was a lawyer. She had accomplished a lot of things in her life, but sometimes, I guess
accomplishments don't. We just showed the kids a video today,
right?
Called The Percentage. What was it called? The Percentage.
Right.
I can't remember the name of it. It was a percentage something, and it was about a kid that his whole life was based on a lie of social media. He'll put like he's going running,
definitely,
and then he would take a picture of his Snickers, but then he would get back in bed. Then he got him and said, eating healthy, on this diet. And then he'll drink one swig and like, don't like it. Then go get a chocolate bar. And then, he's like, got my hustle. But all he sat there was doing scroll through social media, hitting likes, like. That was his hustle. So we was just talking to the kids about that.
The whole basis of that video was that everything that he was talking about behind his phone was a lie.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was his whole life was based. He had no friends. His whole life was based on
what he
getting the
put on
likes and the comments
on
on
social
his
media.
social media, and that's what we was talking to the kids about for worship tonight.
But it's
about
amazing how a lot of people taking pictures of different things that they may be doing that you don't know that they're doing, and it's all a lie. You know what I'm saying? You can't base what people doing on social media. Some people be like, "Oh, look at what they doing. Look at these pictures, or look at what they got." You don't know what people did to get what they got.
Yeah, but that actually the worst part of it all is that people nowadays, there's no compassion. People nowadays, if something happened, like I think somebody was telling a story that somebody passed out and was having a heart attack, and instead of going to see and helping the man, they was taking pictures of the man.
Wow.
And then finally they realized something's not right, and then they thank God they got him help, and he went
right
and he survived. But it just goes to show to the mentality of social media. I think it all started like remember those videos World Star
right
with the fights and stuff and all that. You know, that it started with that, and then TMZ and different outlets they just like blew it up, where they just stopped putting all these just silly videos of things instead of helping the people. They just you know, I was watching a TV show today. They actually have a what you call it, a camera, car camera. So any like accidents has happened, they actually made a TV show out of it where they show accidents through the lens of a camera on your car. And I'm like, really? Like
that's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, like
what if somebody like die on a spot and then
they made sure to put that nobody was harmed or nobody died, even though it may look like it, nobody died. But it's still just the fact of, I mean, look at when we was talking yesterday about taking pictures of the gentleman in the subway. The first thought I thought about was, look at Kobe Bryant. When he passed, the police officers took photos of him and then stopped passing it along each other.
That's crazy.
Then we have which we talked to the kids about what's it called, sex texting, right? And how one kid, I know of a story of a kid, he took a picture, a girl sent him pictures of herself, and then he shared it with his boys, and then it got around the whole school. So you know what the girl did?
What?
She beat him to a pulp to where he almost like was disfigured.
Wow.
Yeah, she got that mad that she went and beat him to a pulp.
Wow.
So I'm thinking like wow, that was deep. Like yo, she must have had some skills, because you know, I'm you know, just the skills. Like, you normally don't have girls beating up boys, but she, from what I heard, she beat him to a pulp.
That because, you know, people always
But he deserved that. Like, I would have, you know, I would have been like Sky. Well, first I would have beat Sky, because you know, don't be sending no pictures like that.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just, we live in such a social media world now, and now with the meta thing coming out from Facebook, and
that's gonna be
just the
huge.
different things that they got. You know, just everything will be virtual. You know, I think the meta, you can like actually go see each other even in different countries, but you can
like you can be here and actually feel like you touching someone somewhere else.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, but that's just opening up to get into our minds even more, which they already into our homes.
Right.
I mean, they always say, like, you know, I don't want the government looking at me, but the government's already they probably looking at us now as we do this podcast and
you
stuff.
better not say nothing off the wall, because guess what? They'll been to shut us down. Like, boom.
Well, if we finally just go boop, then we know.
You're right, Crystal. Metaland. She said Facebook has a new name, Metaland.
Yeah, that's the word, Metaland. Yeah, and it's just one big. You know, there's a whole bunch of movies that have come out to talk about all this stuff, and we don't pay attention to it, but it's here, and it's getting worse and worse each day.
Yeah. It is.
Just our phones, our cars. You know, I have a GPS on my phone. It can tell me exactly where I'm at. Then every month I get an email that says, here's where you've been every point of the month, and it gives me like detail. It even gives me like how many times.
Scary.
No, it literally tells me how long I've been driving. It tells me when I went to the grocery store, how long I stayed in the grocery store. So if I went in the grocery store for an hour and a half for the month, let's say you was in the grocery store for an hour and a half, it will say you went to the gas station for an hour. Like, it gave me a detail by minute of every place I visited in my car.
Wow.
And I was like, wait a minute, what? Really? because I just thought I know it probably like if I go here and there, it could pick it up.
Right.
But I didn't realize it was actually documented. Because you ever see in Facebook, it happens. It don't happen as much, but like when you go to if you go to an event, and then all of a sudden you get like a bling in your thing, and it'll be like, oh, we see you visited such and such. Rate it. Was it nice? Was it no? Was it there? Is it there? Is it at that address? It's like, and you don't even have to say that you went there. It automatically just pops up.
Wow.
So they definitely are,
Wow.
That's why I like that movie, Person of Interest, that TV show. I love that. I watched that the other day. I rewatched the whole series over again.
You
I kind of
did?
binge watched. Yeah, all 5 seasons. I kind of binge watched it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it's what it
You're
is.
right, Crystal.
Big brothers watching. They watching all the cameras and stuff. It was about a machine that could predict stuff, people doing bad things before they did it, and it could just tell, and then then they started to try to save people that were about to be killed or be hurt from getting hurt.
Wow.
Because the machine could calculate and say this was going to happen. And
Wow.
I'm pretty sure they got that kind of machine out there right now, that kind of thing going out there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the world we live in is a real,
Wow. Wow. She was saying that the small computer chips control
definitely.
everything.
Little tiny thing about the size of not even a dime, even smaller.
Smaller, like the little.
Yeah, I'm saying like a pea.
Yeah.
Control so much, and just that little bit of stuff. You could put so much stuff in that in that thing. That's what we got on our phones.
Yeah.
These A1 chips and whatever they call them. Yeah. I mean, So man, we just live in a strange world. But, we the only good thing we have is that we will not be in this world much longer.
Right.
And our promise is that we will go to a better place. So that's what I look at. I'm just visiting.
Yeah.
So,
well, we all just visited. We on temporary passports.
There we go.
Yeah, in the in this world.
Yeah. And some of our passports have been revoked. Like I can't visit the States, but that's okay.
But that's all right.
One day.
If you make it to heaven, you'll be able to go
yeah,
everywhere.
if I make it to heaven, I'll be fine. It will be no issue. I'll be able to go wherever I want to go. So you know what? I'll be all right. Like Pastor said the other day, I'm going to be driving somewhere.
Crystal said, don't be surprised if a robot comes by your door. Oh my goodness, don't tell me that.
Yeah, that's out there too. That's out there too. Yeah. And with human skin, you won't even be able to tell the difference.
Man, that's some really, after a while, like Crystal was saying earlier, she was saying that a lot of these movies have, silent messages in them.
Oh, they all do. They all do. Disney, Disney think they slick, but all the Disney movies, think even like Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, Little Nemo, or that was Pixar.
Yeah.
But all those Disney movies had always a message of you could be your own person. You don't have to listen to the world. You can be your own. You could do what you want. Like Mulan, she didn't listen to her family, and she went off and she saved the village or saved the world. But how she got there? She got there because she wanted to do her own thing because she thought it was the right thing to do. So they all these places, even back in the day, I'm going way back to Mr. Ed when the horse that used to talk. that had subliminal messages. All these things have subliminal messages, and these commercials and stuff now. I will show you commercial. I'll be like, babe, look at this commercial. What do you see? You're like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. And what we was watching the other day, we was watching some show. Oh, Kai was watching the show, and she didn't recognize it.
It was a commercial, wasn't it?
No, it was
a YouTube.
It was
right. a YouTube
video.
And
it was an innocent thing. And I said, Tyler, look at that. And she said, and I was like, Kai, turn it off. She said, I shouldn't be watching that. I said, yeah. She said, okay. And Kai said, click. She turned it off. She didn't. I can't remember what it was.
Ooh, I can't neither.
But it was definitely. I was like, wow, like that was really, really, really special. So I was like, I can't believe they just, but Kai recognizes that stuff. She sees stuff and she's like, oh, turn it. Like, nope. She knows what she can and cannot watch. So she's very cognizant of that. So I do appreciate that.
Because me, I'm constantly like passing by my kids' room. What you watching? like what's that? And I stand there and watch it a little bit.
I don't even knock. I just walk in.
But yeah, I'm just saying. I just stand there. I just stand there and watch it.
Junior
Be
knows
like, what's
by
that?
now. Daddy Junior knows. Daddy ain't knocking. I just walk in the door. I just boop. Hey,
Yeah.
what you doing? And he just stop and look at me. I'm just playing my game. All right. Now, or he'd be like, I'm just looking at my phone, or I'm just reading the book.
Right.
Or, sometimes reading the Bible. I'm like, he'd just be, or he listen to music. He'd just be saying, but he stopped and look at me like,
yeah.
And then I was like, hey, what you doing? He was like, oh, that's it. I don't knock.
Right.
Right. I on the girls, I do, only if she just came out of the shop, I do knock.
Right.
Because I'm not, she's older now. So
yeah,
I have to be mindful of that.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to just, this is my house. It's our house. But you know what I mean by my house.
I know what you mean, the statement. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, actually, you know what? From last week's podcast, I was listening to it, right? And I said something on the podcast that I thought I should kind of, I said when we was talking to Shanita from Shanetta, what's her name?
Chantel.
I'm saying it wrong now. From My Vegan It.
Yeah.
And we was talking about how you met her.
Right.
And I said you didn't even catch it. I said that when I'm out with you, I don't look at nothing else.
Right.
You don't get that when I'm with you. So when I'm not with you, do I look at other stuff?
No.
I know I don't, but it's just what I said. I said when I'm with you.
Right.
I specifically said when I was like, wait a minute, that's not what I meant to say. Like when I'm out, I just be minding my business. I go about my way. Right. So I just want to.
Crystal said, "Are we streaming from the UK?" Yes, Crystal, we are.
We're streaming from the UK. Yeah, up in the north, or kind of in the middle. We're about 4 hours from Scotland, and we're about 4 hours from London. So we're kind of like in the middle of the UK.
Yeah.
Like Manchester, Huddersfield.
Right.
Yeah.
Davey had said, "How are you going to catch them if you knock?" That's true. You can. You just walk right in.
Oh, that's right.
Just walk in.
Just walk right in. Don't knock.
I'm not
giving them. I'm not giving a heads up. I'm like, boom. With Pedro, I like to hit the door hard because it scares him. So because he be in his game, all right, go left, go right, go left, and then I'll be like, boom. He'd be like, Dad. And I'm like, what? I'm just playing a game. Okay. And I'll walk out.
And sometimes I'll be like, why is this door closed? Like, why is the door closed up in this house? Yeah,
we don't close doors in the house, except the bathroom door. Because we got to get a little privacy.
Yeah.
And our bedroom door, because
I think we're building a good relationship with our kids as far as trust. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to teach them to always be truthful to us the best way they know how.
Which Robin Hood are you talking about? Because I've seen a couple of different Robin Hoods. It was the one with it was a comedy one. And then there was the one with Kevin Costner, I believe. There was two different Robin Hoods, if I remember correctly. It was a comedy one. I think Dave Chappelle was in a comedy one. And then the other one was Kevin Costner.
Mm.
And that's when it was with song. I think the guy by Meatloaf who just passed away a couple of weeks ago.
Meatloaf?
Yeah, it's a singer. You never heard of Meatloaf?
No.
You never heard of Meatloaf?
No.
I Could Do Anything for Love? Famous song.
I could do anything.
No.
Oh.
I'm not going to sing because I'm on the radio. And I'm not about to. I can do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Oh, you singing? Oh, no, I never heard of it.
I won't do
Oh, yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah, that's Meatloaf. Girl,
oh, I didn't know. Who got a name named Meatloaf, Joe?
That was his name.
Okay.
Famous singer. He just passed like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I didn't know. David said that he log into their phone, so iCloud, and see. You know what? That's a good idea.
Actually, we do that, Dave, because like
iCloud,
because like Sky does have Snapchat, but it's hooked to my account, or I'm hooked to her account. So anything she puts, I see it automatically comes up, boom, and I can see exactly what she's doing, what she's not doing.
Right.
We took off of TikTok, and
yeah, she was
because she was on there for a minute, but she was going a little crazy. It was like, you're too mature for that. So we that was our fault.
We do trials, and if they don't work, we end
we did a trial and was like, cut. So and so we took off of TikTok. We said when she gets older, and I don't even know if she gets older if I'm gonna let her do it, because she just she's the middle child, and I don't know if people got multiple children, but the middle child always seems to be the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just
No,
mean
I
more.
just think she's just mature. Girls just mature faster than boys. And
She's
I
not
just think
mature. She thinks she's
sometimes
mature. She's not
I know,
mature.
but she mature in her mind. You know what I'm saying?
No, she's not mature in her mind either.
I'm
She's
just
still 11.
saying.
She thinks she's mature. So she tries to do mature things, but then she does it wrong.
And I have to, put her in check.
And then you try to get her in check, then she wants to get upset.
I'm like, wait a minute, you
Like
just
I have to
11.
take her phone away because she want to slam down her piece of chicken because I told her it needed to be cooked longer.
One thing about your girls, they make you go gangster on them like real quick. You be like, wait, just a.
I was like, girl, you don't know daddy from back in the day. I would have broke the phone.
Thank God.
And Tyler know that's true because
that's why I didn't say that when you said it.
Because I was gangster back in the day.
Crystal said, do we miss the Bermuda beaches? Yes.
No.
I do.
I like the rocks.
I miss the beaches.
I like
sure.
the rocks.
I like the feel of the sand in your hands.
Sand is
and
overrated.
In your feet, and how you get stuck in the sand if you can't move. I like that. I miss it.
Whatever. I don't miss it. I miss the water. Yeah, but anyway. Children bring joy, so you have a lot of joy around you. But
yeah, we do.
Oh yeah. The 7-year-old is the funniest. I tell them all the time.
She really is.
That girl is a trick.
She told me this joke. She was like, she said that the child, she was looking at a YouTube video, and the child had asked the mother, where do babies come from? And the mother said, oh, ask your father. And she said, I already asked my father. My father said the babies come from Amazon. So I was so tickled when she told me. I was like,
and then she was like, do they really come from Amazon? I'm like, why?
I said, Kaya, no, they don't.
Why
come
you think
from
you go
Amazon.
order a baby from Amazon? Because she's like, I want a baby brother or sister. And I'm
she told me that she was praying to God that mommy and daddy have 2 baby boys. I said not Crystal, sorry Crystal. I had said, Kaya, have you lost your mind? Like, no way, that's not happening.
And then what did she say?
And she was like, well, prayer changes things.
And I'm gonna keep praying. I said, well, you better pray hard.
When she said prayer changes things, I couldn't say anything. I was like, well, you know what?
Yeah. Only God will bless us now because daddy been snip. I'm going actually my 8-year anniversary is coming up. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we do the same thing. Whatever. David, we do that. We do leave their phones in the room until when they go to bed. So they have no bed. No,
they already know.
Whatever.
The only time I let them keep their phone is on what you call it again?
I do, Crystal. We will.
On a Saturday night sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Keep talking, Todd.
Yeah, so we make sure that we make sure the kids, Davey, phones, because they be trying to sneak their phones in their room at night. And I was like, you're not doing that. Your phones stay downstairs, because if they keep their phones at night, they would be up all night, knowing they got to be up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? They do the most. You know how these kids be. Mm-hmm. They want to do what they want to do when they want to do it. Right. It's that type of thing. Yeah. You got a phone call?
We got a phone call. Larrita finally called. She should be coming on in a minute. Guess we're gonna go a little longer today. Unusually, but we normally cut it off by now, but
yeah,
we're gonna go a little longer today because people came on to see Larrita. So we're gonna see if we can get her on for a few minutes and talk to her, because I really wanted her to talk about her different things she's been doing.
Oh, yeah, you with me, Frederica? See, that's what I'm saying.
Frederica, you haven't been on the beach in a long time.
She's gonna go to Bermuda, and Frederica, go to Bermuda, girl, and get in the water and bring some sand back for me, please.
Ain't no beaches.
If you could put the sand inside them little jars, and then you can bring it back.
You can go buy the sand.
Appreciate it.
You can go buy the sand.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can put it in the thing. Oh, you're supposed to be doing algebra homework? Oh, you trying to, don't blame us for that. That's like the dog ate my homework.
I hope you're able to get your work done, though, like, seriously.
Mm-hmm. I hope you get your algebra work done.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Nicholas.
Yes. Yeah, she just called me too, Nicholas. Thank you. That's why I went off for that.
We're going to have Nicholas on. Nicholas, we're going to have to send you a message so we can have you on and see what Nicholas is about. Yeah?
Yeah. Well, we're going to see if Larrita will come on. I just sent her the email. So, yeah. I know she's going to have something funny to tell us. But, yeah. We want to thank you guys so much for hanging in with us. And Let's see. Is she coming in?
Let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah. He said Bermuda here too. Yeah, Nicholas.
Yeah, she has
for
Bermuda
sure.
in the house, baby. Burp, burp, burp. As they say. Let's see if it's gonna connect.
Let's see if she's gonna pop in here.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki Smith.
Yes, my brother. Dude, like, I don't, because I'm Bermudian, but I left at 9. So when it comes to knowing names, and I'm from St. George's too, that's the funny thing. But when it comes to knowing names, I'm bad with names. I know faces, and people are like, oh, my people here and here. I'm like, no, sorry, don't. I mean, I may know them by face, and they're like, oh, this is such and such. I'm like, oh yeah, I know them. They work in Gorms. I see them all the time at the cash register. I see them, doing this or doing that, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I know who it is. But like just off the top,
take her off the screen until she
just off the thing, I don't always know people like that. Actually, it's a funny talking about that. I was in Bermuda, and I was working at the gas station. I
remember when you used to work at the gas station.
Yeah, pumping gas and stuff. And we was talking about renewing our vows. Mm-hmm. And one day, a gentleman used to come into the gas station all the time, eat, like sit at the one on the Collector's Hill. Right. So if you guys remember, Collector's Hill has the bench, the buzz is in there, and then it has the benches, the table. So he'll come and eat at the table and just chill out. And one day I was just talking to him. I was eating. I was talking to him. I was like, yeah, man, I'm thinking about renewing my vows and stuff and all of this. He was like, yeah, you know what? I'll be a DJ for you. And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. I don't know this guy from Adam. I don't know who he is. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. If, I guess, DJ, novice or professional, don't matter, novice, cool. And then after he left, I was talking to Georgie, who was the manager at the time. And I was like, yo, dude just said that he'll play for my wedding if I have my wedding. And he was like, you know who that was? I was like, no. He was like, you don't know who you was just talking to? I was like, nah. He was like, yo, that's Brother Richie. I was like, who's Brother Richie? He was like, he's like one of the biggest DJs around. And I was like, for real? I was like, oh, sorry, didn't know. But after that, we became really good friends because then he started doing youth mentorship and stuff like that. And he actually worked with Larrita for a little while, doing a couple of songs and stuff. And the funny thing too, before Crystal. You know why? I realize now too. We talked at Buzz because I was also doing a water truck, and I had to deliver water to his house, and I never knew who he was. Wow! And that's how we got onto that because we had built that relationship from the water truck. For me, when I'm pumping the water, we did talking and stuff. Yo, what you up to? How you doing? Right. And then we built that relationship that way. And then he used to come into Buzz into the gas station. So we build up our trust. We build up our relationship that way. Right. And that's why he offered because we had already kind of knew each other. Mm-hmm. But at that moment, I still didn't know who he was. I'd never asked him what he did. Right. Never asked him, what you do for a living. I don't ask people unless they tell me. Like, I don't be like, oh, what you do? Oh, if I ask somebody, it's just to like keep them calm. Like if I'm drawing bloods or something, what do you do for a living? And I say, oh, hey, I know that, and talk about it to kind of keep them distracted while I'm taking the blood. Right. But yeah, that's how we got into that. Because I think I even been to Colin Bud's house too. Really? Not think I have been to his house to deliver. Yeah. And didn't know who he was, and I was like, yeah, I did deliver. They was like, isn't that? I was like, who's that? They was like, he's one of the other biggest. I'm like, okay. I don't be knowing because I didn't grow up in Bermuda, so I didn't know who people were. There was times I was going to people's homes and stuff, and they were famous, and I didn't know them from Adam. I didn't know who they was or what they were or whatever. I just went because I just was doing my job. So, but yeah, that was a little quick story about that.
I don't know how she's joining on.
I don't know either. She's on there twice now. Right. Maybe she's not. Yeah, unfortunately, she can't get on now. Now that she finally trying to. Right. Oh man. I think she's trying to use her laptop. Right, but you know what? Next time we'll have to do this. Next time, Yeah. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, I truly believe in that. Yeah, I just really want to have it on because I was looking forward to that. Yeah, the feed is slow. Yeah. Yeah. her internet normally work pretty good because that's what we thought about it. Because I saw her live on Facebook. She'd be on Facebook Live doing singing stuff, and the other day she was just singing, and I hit her up and said, "Hey, I know you wrote a book. I know you did this. You know, I would love for you to come. We'd love for you to come on the podcast, talk about your book,
and her 2 songs that I like.
Her songs. She got more than 2 songs, but talk about her songs, talk about the different things she's been through in her life, how she got started Bermuda Idol and stuff, and how from there, God has blessed her going forward, and what she's been going through,
and she's ministering as well.
Yeah, I believe she's a reverend now. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, we can get that, get that out there and get you going. But like you said, everything happens for a reason.
She said she's one of the worship leaders at her church.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, wow. Yeah. I believe that. What church would that be? Because I'm not. I know I've seen her sing a New Testament, which is down there in back of town, right?
In Bermuda, yeah.
Yeah, down there by the dump. I know that church there. I've seen her sing there. You sang there too.
Yeah, Glory Temple.
Glory Temple. Okay. Yeah. So I know I've seen her sing at that one, but I don't know what Glory Temple is. I've heard of it, but I'm not exactly sure where it's at.
Oh, he's in St. Davis.
Ah, so she's out there now. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because she's in St. George's. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. You're both chaplains. All right. Cool.
Wow.
Oh, man. All right. So we know where we're going on a Sunday if we ever go back to visit.
Definitely.
You can bless him with your voice.
Yeah.
You and Loretta could do a duet together.
Yeah. I would love to sing Loretta. I love her voice. I really, really do.
Okay. That's by the movie theater, isn't it?
Oh, right. It was a McDonald's up that way, right?
No, it wasn't. It used to be McDonald's.
Oh,
now it's like a pizza house or something.
Okay.
I don't know if it's still there, but it was a pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's right next to. Oh, yeah. And they have the archery out there too. So it's like the church. Then you have the movie theater. Then you have the old McDonald's. Then you have the archery. And you keep going further out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I do know that much about Bermuda. That's because from the water truck. That's what driving all over the island.
Yeah, Loretta definitely is a singer.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
choir singers mean something too. They hold it all together too.
That's
Without
right.
the choir singers, then you don't have a choir.
That's right.
So.
Yeah. You gotta have the choir. Like I said, every job has its place. People discount people that like the janitor, but without the janitor, the place is not clean.
That's right.
Right,
but you know what? Janitors became very important after the COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like being in that type of position became like very like important.
Yeah.
Like it was a real need for janitors and stuff like that.
So she's still up, but you can't get her.
She can't. She won't come into the live stream. Maybe we could play one of her songs for the people. What do you think, Pedro?
Yeah, let's play a song and then see if we can get her on.
Yeah, see if we can get her on.
What you gonna play?
I'm gonna play. I wanna play this one, "The Star Is Born."
Okay, let's play that one.
I like that one.
Like a butterfly, like a butterfly, like a butterfly coming out of the cocoon, like a diamond in the rough, became brand new. A star is born. I'm coming up like never before. I'm gonna take the world, climb every mountain, soar like an eagle, shine like the star up in the sky. I'm gonna sail across the ocean to get to the other side. In every miracle, it's me. Like a child learning to walk, like an oyster, a beautiful pearl, like an angel, I'll spread my wings. A star is born, I'm coming up like never before. I'm gonna take the world, climb every mountain, soar like an eagle, shine like a star up in other side. In every miracle, it's me. So if you know what you really want, just reach out and touch a dream. If you know what you really want, just reach out and touch a dream. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. Just reach out and touch a dream. Like the wind under my wings, taking me to my destiny. I know, I believe in me. A star is born. I'm coming out like never before. I'm gonna take the world, climb every mountain, soar like an eagle, shine like the star up in the sky. I'm gonna sail across the ocean to get to the other side. In every miracle, it's me. I'm gonna take the world, climb every mountain, soar like an eagle, shine like the star up in the sky. I'm gonna sail across the ocean to get to the other side. In every miracle, it's me. In every miracle, it's me.
Wow.
Wow.
Love that
That's
song.
Larrita Adderley. A Star is Born. You can find that on YouTube under A Star is Born.
That's right.
Adderley. ADD. I'm trying to see the thing because I don't know how to spell her name. Oh my goodness. Is it on the I thought you had it.
Adderley.
All right, yeah. So or you say Larrita. You can say A Star is Born Larrita. LARRITTAL.
Yeah. There you go. That's what she said.
Yes, so you can go onto YouTube and you can listen to that song as many times you like it. I love that song.
Yeah,
I like the
definitely
beat
love
and
that
stuff.
one.
I like the way she worded it. I just like the whole rhythm, the whole vibe of that song. Yeah. So unfortunately, we can't seem to get her on. She popped on for a moment and then she popped off. So we're trying to see if we can get her on before we just end the program because we're trying not to.
Yeah.
But we just again thank you all for still joining us and hanging in there with us. This was definitely a how the word off the cuff podcast today. Can't believe we've been going this long when we didn't really have nothing planned. Or didn't work out.
But you know when God is in the midst.
Oh yes. All things are possible. Oh yeah. So we're still trying to see.
But if we can't get it, we can play her other song for the people before we end this. Yeah. And then we have to reschedule
another time
with Larrita.
And we could talk about her books and everything that we had thing.
So here go her other song, you guys.
This is Tear After Tear.
Tear After Tear.
Done in 2019 by Larrita Adderley.
I've been alone so many nights with my bed filled with tears. Things haven't been the same since you've been gone. Now I don't know where I belong. Is there something wrong with me? Tell me why my heart just cries. I will never forget the times we shared. How we laughed and we cried. Those were the golden days between you and me. How do I go on? How do I move on? I've been alone so many nights with my bed filled with tears. Things haven't been the same since you've been gone. Now I don't know where I belong. Is there something wrong with me? Tell me why my heart just cries. Years have left us but the memories can't disappear. You were the one, my shining star. Just know you will forever be in my heart. I will always love you. I loved you from the start. I've been alone so many nights with my bed filled with tears. Things haven't been the same since you've been gone. Now I don't know where I belong. Is there something wrong with me? Tell me why my heart just cries over you, crying over you. My heart just cries over you. Tear after tear, tear after tear. My heart's crying. My heart's crying over you. I've been alone so many nights with my bed filled with tears. Things haven't been the same since you've been gone. Now I don't know where I belong. Is there something wrong with me? Tell me why my heart just cries. I've been alone so many nights with my bed filled with tears. Things haven't been the same since you've been gone. Now I don't know where I belong. Is there something wrong with me? Tell me why my heart just cries. Tear after tear, tear after tear, tear after tear, tear after tear. It's crying over you. It's crying over you. Tear after tear, tear after tear.
All right.
All right, guys. It's
Yeah.
real.
So that was Tear After Tear by Larrita Adderley.
Mm-hmm.
You can look up Tear After Tear, Larrita. I think I spelled the name wrong earlier, so that's the correct spelling. My apologies. I can't see that well. And if you look that up, you can hear that song again. We just want to thank you guys so much for joining us. We want to thank those first timers that have joined us. Hopefully, you will join us again.
Come back again.
We are on all the different platforms.
Mm-hmm.
We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
We're on YouTube, Facebook,
iHeartRadio,
Twitter, iHeart. And now, because my wife acts like she got to put us on everything, we're on SoundCloud.
That's right.
Oh my goodness, this is when we be trying to find every possible Mixcloud. I'm sorry, we should be trying to put on every podcast possible. But that's cool. We got to
get the word out.
Get the word out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so we just want to thank you all for joining us today. And we want to thank again the first timers and the old timers.
That's right.
And we just wish that you all have a beautiful weekend. A beautiful week.
That's right.
The weekend's already gone. Have a blessed week. Enjoy yourself. And we will see you next week. We will have another guest. Mm-hmm. And you're going to want to tune in because we're going to have a really good guest. Mm-hmm. She's another singer and producer and self-employed entrepreneur. So we're going to have her come on. And we just hope that you all be blessed.
Thank you, Crystal.
Yes. Please spread the word.
Thank you so much for your help in tuning in. We got to have you back on too as well.
Yeah. Get your volume straight.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you again for joining us. Mm-hmm. This is the God is Real and Raw podcast. My name is Pedro.
And this is Tara.
Peace out.
Peace out.